So this is the code for lesson 33's assignment with the HSV color wheel. Didn't want to do that, sorry. The program is pretty much identical to the one from my last assignment, with the exception of this function, which sets the RGB levels. The first line calculates the angle based on the percentage of precipitation, using this formula that was derived from the formula of the lines that we've done in the past. And then I set three brightnesses: red, green, and blue, using the graph you showed us, basically when they're high and when they're low. I start off by setting them all low, so I don't have to do an if statement for low. And then if they're high, they're just set to 65, 535. And then for the up and down transitions, there's the calculations that are very similar but different based on the angle that they start at. Again, using the whole line mapping formula that we used in the past. So I have that for R bright, G bright, and B bright, based on which angles they're transitioning. And then down at the bottom, I've changed my if statements for setting the RGBs based on percentage probability, just to be basically setting them based on R bright, G bright, and B bright. And then I do print them down here just to be able to show you. And right now, our current precipitation probability is pretty low, so you can see that it's actually I think I have it set at 100% basically, because I had from my demonstration that I showed you how it works. So if I delete this line and uncomment this line and rerun it, you'll see that currently our precipitation probability is relatively low. In fact, it's completely all green, so it's 0%. But I just thought that the precipitation probability would be something that you can't see or feel, like temperature, or even feels like temperature. You can feel how hot it seems like, and it would be a good indication from red. So I start at 240 for 0 and go to 0 to full red for 100%. So that was my assignment. So this is the functioning device. It's exactly like the last assignment, except now the LED is based more on the HSV color wheel, with 240 being 0% precipitation and 0, or being red, being 100% precipitation. So I've commented out the precipitation probability line of code so that I can manually enter it. So if I enter like 35 here and push go, you can see it's restarting, and we get more of a bluish green. If I enter, say, 50 and push go, get a darker blue, closer to purple. If I were to enter, say, 70 and push go, we're getting even darker purple. This isn't ideal way to show the colors here, but definitely is much more purple to me than to you, I think. then if I would enter, say, 95, push go. It's getting really close to being red, and then if I would enter 100, it should end up being pure red. Like that. So, that's how I made this work.